This episode, iPhone Hangover. We'll have some iPhone feedback from you, the viewers, a tutorial on using Visual Hub to make your YouTube videos look better, and notes from the blog. The Mac MediaCast Episode 6 begins now. Welcome to the Mac MediaCast. I'm Joseph Nilo. I'm here in voice, but not in face. Director Dan is out on a shoot for the next few weeks, so we'll be sparing you my on-camera presence. Now, first I wanted to thank everyone for all the great feedback we got from our iPhone review episode last time. It was hard work standing in line, buying, reviewing, shooting, editing, encoding, and podcasting that episode all within 24 hours, but it was worth it in the end. If you haven't seen the review yet, it's always available at MacMediaCast.com. I'd like to put the iPhone insanity behind us. Let's put it all to bed with a segment I'm calling iPhone Hangover. Are you tired of hearing about the iPhone? I sure am. Between this podcast and the latest Mac Roundtable episode featuring Adam Christensen, Rob Walsh, Scott Bourne, and myself, I'm actually tired of talking about it, and yet I can't stop. I got tons of email regarding everyone's experiences in line getting an iPhone. Father Finelli, a fellow podcaster from iPadre.net, had a great experience at his local Apple store. On the other hand, Chris B. from Seattle lived the nightmare we all joked about that day. He was number 21 in line at an AT&T store with only 20 iPhones. He had much better luck at his local Apple store where he reported the employees were friendly, courteous, and even gave him coffee. Nice touch, Apple. Remember, you can still submit your iPhone experience videos on our blog at MacMediaCast.com. I'll put a link in the show notes. I got a question from John regarding Gmail on the iPhone. He asked if it supported all of Gmail's great features, such as labels and filters. The answer is no, unfortunately. Gmail is accessed on the iPhone with basic POP access, no bells and whistles. No labels, no archiving. Another quirk I don't like is that even if you've read the email in your Gmail inbox on another computer, you'll receive the email on your iPhone. Yes, that includes old archived ones. Plus, any email you send is also copied into your iPhone inbox like it's a new email from yourself. Google and Apple, please fix this quirk. If any of you crafty Mac MediaCast subscribers out there have any tips on making the Gmail iPhone experience better, please email them to macmediacast@gmail.com. This week I wanted to do a quick tutorial on using Visual Hub to make better YouTube videos. YouTube is hot these days, and even hotter now that many of the videos are becoming viewable on our iPhones. But I get asked all the time, how do I make my videos look better on YouTube? As we've talked about on the podcast and on this blog, the big problem with YouTube videos is that you have to encode a lower resolution version of your video to meet their upload specifications, which is no more than 100 megabytes. Then YouTube grabs your video and re-encodes it to Flash. Yes, that's 2 encoding passes, sometimes wreaking havoc on your video quality. After reading Brian Gary's article on the subject at kenstone.net, I'll put a link in the show notes, I came up with another alternative way of making my videos look better on YouTube. It's using Visual Hub, a very popular, powerful, and inexpensive video encoding application for Mac OS X. I emulated Brian's compressor settings in Visual Hub. I'm encoding an H.264 video. This codec offers the best quality for the file size, in a widescreen frame size that's 426 by 240. As you might notice, this is a little larger than the recommended 320 by 240. This gives us a little stretch room. If you're doing standard definition video, I'd recommend a frame size of 426 by 318. I also forced the audio down to 44.1 kilohertz instead of the original video's 48 kilohertz. This gives me a little more squeeze on the file with no perceivable effect on quality. The 2-pass box is checked, which will yield a better quality yet slower encode. The engine will make one pass to judge how it will encode the video and then another to encode it. The key element here is the checkbox Fit each video in, which I've set to 98 megabytes. This allows me to use as much of YouTube's 100 megabyte ceiling as I need to get the best quality within the limit. It's all that easy. I highly recommend Visual Hub. It's a great program. I use it as my Swiss Army knife video encoder. It will encode for iPod, PSP, DV, DVD, TiVo, AVI, MP4, WMV, MPEG, and Flash. Great stuff. It's available at techspansion.com for $23.32 US. Next up, notes from the blog. I've been very busy blogging my heart out, writing articles and reporting on all the Mac media news I can find. Here are some of our top entries from the blog at macmediacast.com. First up, check out a series I wrote on Mac audio programs. These are quick overviews and reviews of some of the audio programs available in OS X. We briefly cover Apple's offerings, GarageBand, Soundtrack Pro, and Logic. Then we compare the big three: Logic, Digital Performer, and Pro Tools. Check out another article I wrote called Getting a Good Ken Burns Effect. This really should turn into a tutorial on its own, but for now, this blog entry will give you some good tips on realistically adding Ken Burns style movement to still photos in your videos. I must have been in a podcasting mood because I wrote another article called Top 6 Ways to Increase Your Podcast Subscribers. I've been podcasting for years now, and I thought I'd share some tips I've realized along the way. I cover networking, making a good promo, real-world marketing, how to get featured in iTunes, or at least up your chances. Check out the article. Hopefully it will help you get more subscribers for you podcasters out there. And be sure to add your own tips in the comments. So stay tuned to macmediacast.com in your web browsers and RSS readers. We love your comments in the posts, and we especially love your digs and your delicious bookmarks. That's it for this week. Thanks for watching this episode. A special hello to any of the new subscribers we picked up since the last episode. And a shout out to all the subscribers on YouTube. Glad you're out there. Remember, for the highest quality version of this podcast, subscribe in iTunes or check us out at macmediacast.com, where we're available in crisp, clear Apple TV Ready HD. There are many ways you can support the Mac MediaCast. Tell a friend, blog about us, or link to us. Dig us or add us to your delicious bookmarks, or drop by the website and check out any of our sponsored links. Thanks for all of your continued support. We'll see y'all next time. Okay.